handle the truth.
Good afternoon, everybody. Hope you're having a good day. I think today is Saturday. It seems like it's going to be another nice day if you're not in the rainstorm or the hurricane that's getting ready to hit on the East Coast. All probabilities point to that. There's a few things I was wanting to talk about today. One of them is about Atlas, okay? One of the things I've heard, now this is no confirmed report or anything else like this, guys, but it goes along with a lot of other things that's going on, is they have said that Atlas has broken up into multiple pieces and is on a trajectory directly towards Earth. Now, I've not heard any other confirmations on this, guys. This is just one report I saw on a YouTube channel, but on that channel they said it was confirmed by NASA that Atlas 3I has shattered, exploded, broken apart, and multiple pieces are heading here. That is a cause for alarm and everything, and I think that's something we might need to pay attention to. The other idea of note, this goes along with Atlas also, is that according to experts, NASA or other observatories, we've entered a dust cloud, another dust cloud, which would account for the increase of these meteors and asteroids and things like that that we're seeing in our atmosphere, near Earth objects, near misses, and everything like that. So perhaps that is the thing also. But the thing that startles me, took my attention mostly, guys, is that according to this report from NASA also, I heard, some he said, she said thing, third-party reporting. Now, fourth is that Atlas 3I has broken up, and that should be very big cause for alarm. A lot of people are associating Atlas 3I with Nemesis and other things like that, guys. But we need to be watchful and aware of what's going on. But anyway, that's not the main topic of today. Anna and I was watching some of the Bourne Supremacy, Bourne Identity movies. Y'all know which ones I'm talking about. If you're not, you can watch them on several different channels and locations. Anyway, we was watching it, and Anna we both really enjoyed it. It's one of those edge of the seat movies, as many of y'all have seen. But one of the things that jumped out at me is, these movies were made in 2002 and 2004, I believe it was. So the technology that they're showing us in these movies was something that they had already had on board, already in place. So sometime before 2002 and 2004, believe it or not, even though it's movie land, they had the technology to do this stuff. And the things they were doing, guys, is really just blew my mind away. It really brought me aware to how the situation is in the world now, is that they had instantaneous eyes on almost anywhere in the world. Now, I don't mean a few seconds delay. I mean instantaneous, like they was watching it themselves. And now they was broadcasting these signals from other countries like Budapest, Europe, Germany, and other things like that, back to New York, back to London. If y'all don't remember, go ahead and rewatch the movies, but one of the headquarters was in England, in London, and another was, of course, New York, according to the movies. So these signals was instantaneously brought to these locations, instantaneously, not seconds behind, not microseconds behind, but instantaneous, as if you were seeing them directly from a camera at that very moment. That was startling in itself. This is in 2002 and 2004, guys, before we really got into the full surveillance atmosphere of our country. The other thing that brought me to my attention is that almost anywhere, pretty much anywhere in the world, they have operatives that are just a phone call away and can be on location within 30, 40 minutes. Anywhere in the world, according to the movie, guys. Of course, this is movie land stuff, but movie land is based on real stuff, as we all know. If you don't know, you're in the wrong classroom, okay? Plain and simple. But that was startling, guys, but that a phone call away, they could have somebody in Spain ready to go, somewhere, some obscure city in Spain or Portugal or anywhere else in the world, ready to go and on site, ready to carry out operation within 30 minutes. That's what Jason Bourne was, really, in case he was a trained operative that was lost his identity in the show and everything like that. So That was kind of startling, guys, that United States within, from operations inside of the United States, are operating sleeper cells in multiple locations throughout the world, also inside of the United States. The United States is operating the deep dark state. CIA and other secret organizations are operating sleeper cells throughout the world, including in the United States. Now just let that sink in for a moment. We have sitting here been hollering about sleeper cells that they have here, but we got our own here. And who are they against? Whoever they're told to go with. Like one of the comments is Jason Bourne asked one of the guys trying to kill him, said, the reason I spared you is because you don't even know why you're killing me. You're just programmed. He didn't say this, but he was just programmed to do it. Instantaneously told to go do this without question, without reserve, and erase this person from existence. Startling, isn't it, guys? Now this is stuff that they told us they can do in 2002, 2004. That's 20 years ago. 20 years ago, guys. How far do you think they have gotten advanced with not only the reaction time, the reaction teams, but also surveillance? We've heard a lot about Plantar and all these other surveillance things going on right now. And guys, they are operating right now. They got all the cameras, just like UK, Europe, England. They got all the CCTVs, all your cell phone cameras, all your appliance cameras and sensors online in their operation, in their hand. Anything you say and do can and will be held against you. So it's kind of crazy. The other thing I learned about in this movie, of course I should have caught it before, but I didn't, is there's two main organizations mentioned in the Jason Bourne movies, in the first two movies. One of them was Treadstone, the other one was Blackbriar. And I thought this was interesting, guys, because I had a thing about one of the major corporations, asset managers in the United States, in the world right now. But we long know that the deep state, excuse me, deep state, deep dark state, and etc. other things operate with black budgets. The CIA and other three-letter organizations, and organizations without any name at all. Also, corporations operate in this kind of situation, these settings too. Corporate hoods or handlers or corporate men, anyway. They carry out different functions throughout the world. Now, we also know that our government, deep state, deep dark state, CIA, other three letters, and corporations set up dummy corporations to funnel money through to these different areas and everything like that. Dummy corporations, it is money laundering by another name, okay, plain and simple. So they set up these dummy corporations, etc., and all of them fall under some kind of corporate web and everything of misdirection and stuff like that. Well, I got to thinking about it, guys, that if we think back a little bit ago, now this is back in the 80s, around 84, that Blackstone started running a bunch of asset management and real estate management in the United States in the banking industry. Then out of that, in 1988, BlackRock was formed. It started forming its own thing and started becoming a thing. And in fact, BlackRock became fundamental in salvaging the U.S. economy in the collapse of 2008. And I think there's another one that they was fundamental in salvaging. They loaned money out to banks to keep them from collapsing. So that's BlackRock, guys. That's how they got so big and everything. They saved the banking empire, the economics of the economy of the United States. But the thing is, guys, where did they get the money from to begin with? Because it wasn't available to banks. It wasn't available anywhere else. So where did they get the money from? Do you think three-letter organizations could have had a hand in this? Deep state, dark state, whatever. So yeah, we also know that CIA and other organizations like this set up dummy corporations. And they use these corporations to make money, to funnel money and everything like that. So now we have the world's largest asset manager right in front of our face. And for all intents and purposes, guys, this is a deep state operation. It's managing monies and funneling monies out through locations throughout the world They have instantaneous response to anything they need handled right away in locations throughout the world. They have instantaneous communications and eyes on the situation that's going on throughout the world. And they funnel the money to and from where they need to. Money laundering again. And this is the corporation called BlackRock. In the movies, the two organizations was Treadstone, Blackstone, and Blackbriar, Black Rock. So you kind of see the combination, the connection here that I assumed it might be a symbol of what actually it is. That BlackRock and Blackstone are three-letter organizations. Think about it, guys. Not too far to imagine that this is what's going on. Now, how do you think the deep state and deep dark state and the black budget operations get all their money now? Later, taters. Hope you have a groovy day.
Attention passengers, we've now reached our destination. We hope you enjoyed the flight and have a nice day.